Hello and welcome back. This is AlphaMind Hypnosis and Coaching. My name is Elena Mosaner. I am a hypnotherapist and professional coach. So today I'm here to work with Mickey Williams. Now, Mickey Williams is a lifestyle and trend expert. She's also a makeup and hair artist. Now you can learn more about her on her website, sharetheglam.com. Now, Mickey is here today because she wants to stop smoking, and I want to use hypnosis therapy to help her become a permanent non-smoker. So you can see how the session works, how smoking cessation is conducted. This will be a shortened version but you'll get plenty of insight, and also I will teach a self-hypnosis technique. It's more of a substitution technique for a cigarette, which she will be using to help her release the urge. And also you can teach that technique if you know anyone, if you have friends who are smokers, or maybe some of your family members, and you know they want to stop but they just don't know how. You can teach them that technique, and it will help them release that urge and elicit the relaxation response, which is the opposite of fight or flight response, and that will help them release that urge. So anyways, let's begin our session. And Mickey Williams, welcome. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I just had my physical, and I'm super healthy.
Wonderful. Excellent. So I know we talked a little bit on the phone. You told me what you want to achieve. Tell me, what outcome do you have in mind? Tell it in your own words.
I want to completely quit smoking, never smoke a cigarette again.
And you've been a smoker for how long?
I've been on and off since I was 15, and I'm 44.
Okay, so that's quite a long time, right?
Almost 30 years, right?
Yeah. And when you say on and off, what was the longest you went without a cigarette?
Years. I went off for a couple of years of my life, but I would still have one out, like a social smoker. I would have one, but I've never had, and I have to say, all of that time, I never smoked as heavy as I do right now. So I smoked very, 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 very little, I would say. It would usually be, I'd have one pack of cigarettes that would last me like a half a year. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes I would smoke more, but then I started smoking again heavily when I was with my ex, and he smoked, and then when he passed away, I really started smoking.
Yeah.
So now I'm smoking every day, and I'm smoking a lot, and I'm smoking in my home, which is disgusting. And I hate it. I hate the way it smells. I hate all of it. But it's like, I don't know. There's nothing that relaxes me more. Meditation does, lots of different things. But smoking, I don't know. There's just something there that I keep going to.
So when you say heavy smoking, how many cigarettes a day do you smoke?
Sometimes I smoke 0. Sometimes I'll smoke 10. So weird. Yeah. I don't smoke like a pack, but still 10 cigarettes in a sitting is a lot of cigarettes.
Yeah.
And I'll smoke them pretty much within like a 5-hour period.
And so why now? You reached out to me. You found me online, right? You reached out to me, I think, a few months ago. And obviously it was on your mind, right? You wanted to stop smoking. Why now?
Oh, I'm just done with it. And I know I could probably make myself do it, but I think that it's probably also something that might be beyond me. So why now? It's also because I don't want the health aspects. I'm so healthy every other way. I mean, smoking is basically like asking for death.
Yeah, I agree with you. And go ahead.
It's gross. It's absolutely disgusting. I work in the beauty industry.
And I was going to talk about that. I know better. Yeah. I was going to ask that. Sorry to interrupt you. You are in the beauty industry. So how connected is that? Being a non-smoker and being in the beauty industry for you?
I think as a makeup artist and as a hairstylist, that's probably, as a makeup artist and a hairstylist, like there's your hairdresser, there are all people smoking outside. There's always been that situation, but as like a influencer or somebody who basically writes about the best things that you could do for your skin in magazines, in major magazines, and who goes on television and talks about like the benefits of certain products.
Yeah.
It's not exactly, it's kind of being a hypocrite if I smoke.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not exactly addressing smoking, but at the same time, I have no business smoking. I know better. So,
Yeah, I agree. I
and I
agree.
also, I'm hiding it. So I don't want to hide it. I think that's gross.
Yeah. You want to be in line with everything that's happening in your life and everything that you do. You want to be aligned. You're in the beauty industry, which means health. Being beautiful is also healthy, right? It comes from the inside and outside. So you want to be a non-smoker. Is it for a period of time or is it for the rest of your life?
Oh, for the rest of my life. Yeah, I have no business smoking. Yeah, absolutely. When I look at it as it's almost been 30 years, somebody's got to give. Why do I have this? And of course, it hasn't been intense the whole time.
Yeah.
But I just had my physical with my doctor, and I told him what we were doing, and he
Yeah.
was just like, "You have to quit smoking. You keep coming back to this. You have to stop."
Well, the good news is you can stop and hypnosis can help you. You told me that you've tried hypnosis in the past for something else, or is it for the same thing?
It was for smoking. Yeah.
For smoking. And I would say 90% of my clients stop after one single session. The only requirement that I have is that you are absolutely 100% ready to be a non-smoker. There are situations when somebody comes in and says, you know, I've been a smoker and I'd like to stop. I'm not sure if I want to. I really enjoy it. But, you know, my husband wants me to stop, or my doctor wants me to stop smoking. So I want to see how it works. So in reality, with this type of attitude, the person is not quite ready. They don't really want to stop for themselves. That's why I ask my client when I do a smoking cessation, are you really, really, really ready? Can you really look at a cigarette, right? Look at a cigarette and say, I don't want you. I don't need you in my life anymore. I'm done with you. Can you do that? Yeah. So you're at that point.
Absolutely. There's no problem. I find it disgusting.
Okay, so you are actually a non-smoker already. So you're not smoking right now. You are a non-smoker right this moment. You don't want to smoke. You're done with it. You're through with it. It's disgusting. It's filthy. It's dirty. It's expensive, and it's not. Doesn't go with who you are in this life. So all we have to do is do a bit of reprogramming on the deep unconscious level. I'm going to use a metaphor of showing you two different paths. Continuing to be a smoker, and then also another path of becoming a non-smoker for the rest of your life. And just I want you to experience, sense it, feel it, hear it, the benefits of becoming a non-smoker. And then finally, we're going to do a programming with powerful hypnotic suggestions. Smoking is poison. You're through with it. You've lost your desire, your need for smoking at all times, in any place, in all situations, all circumstances, under all conditions. And we're going to break down connections that you have with a cigarette, because there must be some connections that you have. For instance, some people have associations with a cigarette. Maybe they get up in the morning with the first cup of coffee, they have to have a cigarette. Or maybe when they drive in the car, or maybe when they're working and they have to have a break exactly at 12:10 and have a cigarette outside. So there are those little programs, like algorithms, that people have in their subconscious. Do you have anything like that? I apologize.
Do I have any times where I find myself smoking?
Yeah. Do you have
Absolutely.
any? Just 1 second. Yes.
Uh-huh.
So do you
I'm
have
actually gonna put the
what are the actual triggers that you'd say you have for a cigarette? What happens? Is there anything that happens in your life that immediately pulls you for a cigarette?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course, I think most people want a cigarette when they drink, when they have cocktails. And it's also if somebody, and I could probably sit and have cocktails, which I do all the time, and not smoke. But if somebody's smoking around me, I will smoke.
Okay.
So, and then the other thing is, I'm not the person that needs it with a cup of coffee. I don't need it after I eat. But I do, if I'm sitting at home and I'm watching something suspenseful, anxiety will make me want a cigarette.
Like you're watching a television, you mean?
Like
watching
television,
Okay.
it makes me want a cigarette.
Sweet, okay.
And also, there's something about the way it relaxes me at the end of the day. I like to sit and look out the window and smoke a cigarette, but that's not really a trigger. That's just because I can, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And driving, I used to never smoke when I was driving, but now when I go on my way to work in Florida, I have this thing where I get over a certain bridge, I will smoke a cigarette before I go into the office because I don't know what's going to be ahead of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so it's
But
more...
it's definitely out of stress and anxiety. And if I'm, around people smoking, I will smoke.
Yeah, okay, got that. So cocktails, if you're around people who are smokers, you'll smoke. Watching TV, movies, and anxiety, tension, or you also said if you're driving, if there's something that's coming up that you don't know what's going to happen, stress, maybe you light up a cigarette at that time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we are ready to start. Do you have any questions?
No.
No?
I'm excited.
Good. Also, I want to teach you a substitution technique for a cigarette right now. It's very easy. And actually, it's also good for our audience. Anybody who's a smoker, or anybody who has a friend or family who's a smoker, they can teach that technique to them. So it's a very, very simple technique. I'm going to show it to you now. So you take a deep breath on each little inhale. So you don't have to do it now. Just watch what I do.
Okay.
You see what I do? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you inhale, and then you exhale. Right? So inhale, and then exhale. Want to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, show it to me. Yep, and exhale.
Got it.
So basically, you do it. You tap each finger, right? Like here, like, and then exhale on each tap.
Okay.
Right? So 4 this way and 4 the other way.
Yep.
And then see if you can do deeper breaths, because this way you'll be taking oxygen, it's relaxing, and actually what happens is you will be eliciting a relaxation response, which is the opposite of fight or flight response. Fight or flight response is usually the stress and cortisol. You may be stressed out watching a movie or tense, there's an unknown coming up, so there's a bit of like, oh, so, and you want to light up a cigarette because it kind of relaxes you, right? The nicotine relaxes you. Instead, what I'd like you to do is do that substitution technique, and it will immediately release this relaxation response, and your cortisol level will go down, you will relax, again, because of breathing, really mainly because of breathing, but that's more like an anchor for you, so you do it, it kind of occupies your hands, so two things are together. And remember to do it because it will always work for you. I had a situation when I in New York, I was at a social event, and there was a couple, and a friend of mine, a male friend, just got married, and he came up to me and said, my wife wants to stop smoking, she'd like to come see you. This is my wife. So I spoke with her a little bit about being a non-smoker, and I taught her that technique right away at the party. And then she emailed me a few days ago. She said, I've been practicing it already for a few days, and I'm a non-smoker just from that technique. So every time you have a thought of a cigarette, practice that technique. It will help you release the urge. So, all right, let's begin. We're going to start our session. I'd like you to be in a comfortable position, feet on the floor. Are you...
You said feet on the floor?
Yes, feet on the floor, uncrossed.
Uncross
your legs.
Let me get my foot out.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, unless you have like a very comfy ottoman, you can put them on the ottoman. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine too.
I have a chair that's set up.
Yeah, if you have a chair set up, that's fine too, yes.
Okay. I'm in.
And your back is comfortable, right? You have something to lean on? Yes, perfect. All right, so usually I would prefer that you had a little pillow behind your head, so you're a little comfortable. If you have that, that would be great. If it's not too far from you.
I could probably put my head against this.
Against this?
Would that be better?
Would it be comfortable for you?
Yeah, I can do that.
Take your
I
time.
don't have a high back on this chair, so I can reassess everything for you.
Is that good? Comfy now? You can keep your glasses on, or you can take them off, whatever you want.
Okay. I have a big light right here. Should I turn that off?
Yes, that would be great, actually. Yes.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Absolutely. So here we are. We are ready to go into hypnosis. And
I'm going to get you a pillow real quick.
Absolutely. We're going to wait for Mickey to to settle in, and it's very important to be comfortable when you are being hypnotized. So this is going to be a powerful session, and I'm very excited to work with Mickey. So Mickey, you're ready to become a non-smoker for the rest of your life?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Excellent. All right, so I'd like you to just move your attention into your body, and you can go ahead and close your eyes. Again, glasses on or off. If you can keep them off, would be great. This way I can see your eyes, and I'll be calibrating you. All right, very nice. Go ahead and take a nice and deep breath in and deep breath out. And as you inhale, imagine you inhale relaxation, exhale all and any tension. Again, whatever thoughts come into your head, push them into the distance. I'm going to start counting now from 1 and up, and on each count I actually would like you to open your eyes on each count and then close them right back in between counts. So keep them closed. Keep your eyes closed right now. And as I begin counting from 1 and up, I'd like you to open your eyes on each count and then close them right back in between counts. And Mickey, each time that you close your eyes right back in between counts, just imagine as if your eyelids are growing heavier and heavier each time. So let's begin now. 1, open your eyes, see what you see right in front of you, close them right back and go deeper, relaxed. 2, slowly opening your eyes and closing them again. That's right. Drift deeper and deeper. And just imagine your eyelids are growing heavier and heavier, droopier and sleepier. 3, the same thing. Now I'll continue to speak on the background. And as I speak with you, I will be speaking with your inner unconscious mind. So I'm not interested in your conscious mind. I'm really interested in speaking with your inner unconscious. You can continue to count, and as you do, at some point those numbers may disappear. They may just fade away completely. Maybe you'll forget about the numbers. Maybe you reach all the way to 100 or 80 or 50 or 1. It doesn't really matter. You've made up your mind to become a non-smoker for the rest of your long and healthy life. Any activity, whether it's working, sleeping, working, playing, dinner, drinking, cocktail parties, relaxing, they all go better without smoking. They simply go better with lungs full of fresh, clean air. The new connections are completely inconsistent with tobacco in any form. And you will remember that. So from this moment on, it's going to be very easy for you, Mickey, because you've lost the desire for tobacco in any form, at any time, at any place, under any conditions, in any situation. I am now a non-smoker, and I will remain a non-smoker for the rest of my life. 3, let the energy slowly return into each and every nerve and fiber and cell. And 4, refreshed as if you took a good nap. And number 5, at your own pace, Mickey, you can open your eyes and come back into a fully awake state right here, right now. And welcome back.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good.
So, let me ask you, are you now a non-smoker?
Yes.
Will you remain a non-smoker for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, you are a non-smoker. You have the tools, you got the tools, so I'm going to send you your recording. I recorded your session. I'd like you to listen to that recording for the next couple of weeks. If you can do it every other day, wonderful. At least 3 times a week would be great. Even you're a non-smoker, you feel good, I don't want to smoke, do listen to it just to reinforce everything, okay, for the next couple of weeks,
Okay.
at least 3 times a week. And remember, you have the tool, your substitution technique, which is absolutely powerful. So any thought, any possible urge, just use that technique. It will help you release that nervous feeling. It's really like a bodily feeling, that physical feeling. So it'll go out right immediately, and you'll feel relaxed. Okay?
Yes, thanks for making me calm down today.
You're absolutely welcome. I'm very glad you decided to become a non-smoker, that you scheduled a session, and thanks for letting me work with you and sharing everything
Thank
today.
you.
You're absolutely welcome. This concludes our session today, and thanks for joining us. Mickey Williams, congratulations on becoming a permanent non-smoker. All she needs to do is listen to the recording of the session for a couple of weeks, just to reinforce every single suggestion to become a non-smoker. And of course, the substitution technique, which is really powerful, just to help release any possible urge that she may experience. And remember to subscribe, dear audience. You know what to do. You can subscribe right here on YouTube. And also, if you want to receive complimentary stress management audio programs, just log on to alphamindmethod.com, scroll down, and sign up for a newsletter. Thanks for joining, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.